Om Shanti. Today is Satgurubar, Thursday, the 31st of October 2024. Today is also Deepavali. So, wishing everyone a very happy, safe, and a healthy Deepavali. Let us listen to the Sakar Murli from our beloved Bap Dada. Bap Dada Madhuban. Essence. Sweet children, give this order to the evil spirits. O evil spirits, you must not come to me. Make them afraid, and they will run away. So, what is the essence on this Deepavali, 31st of October 2024, which Baba tells us? Baba says, sweet children, give this order. Baba highlights the word order. Give this order to the evil spirits. O evil spirits, you must not come to me. Make them afraid, and they will run away. Today we have two questions. The first question: what is the beauty of the lives of you children who have godly intoxication? In answer, Baba says, service is the beauty of your lives. Baba highlights the word service. Service is the beauty of your lives. When you have the intoxication of having won this godly lottery, you will be interested in doing service. However, the arrow will only strike the target when there are no evil spirits inside you. Second question: who have a right to be called Shiv Baba's children? In answer, Baba says, those who have the faith that God is their Father and that they are the children of the highest on high Father. So, who have the right to be called Shiv Baba's children? Those who have the faith that God is their Father and that they are the children of the highest on high Father. Those who have such intoxication and are worthy are the ones who have a right to be called Shiv Baba's children. If their characters are not good and their activity is not royal, they cannot be called Shiv Baba's children. So Baba highlights two words here, characters and royal. Baba says if their characters are not good and their activity is not royal, they cannot be called Shiv Baba's children. Om Shanti. Are you remembering Shiv Baba? Baba is asking us, are you remembering the sovereignty of heaven? When you are sitting here, it should enter your intellects. We are the children of the unlimited Father and we are remembering the Father daily. We cannot claim our inheritance without remembering Him. The inheritance of what? Baba asks us. Of purity. So, Baba says that we cannot claim our inheritance without remembering Him. And what is that inheritance? Of purity. So, you have to make the right effort for that. Nothing vicious can come in front of us. It is not just a question of lust, not just one evil spirit, but none of the evil spirits can come to us. Baba says you have to have such pure pride. So, Baba clarifies that it is not just a question of lust, not just one evil spirit, but none of the evil spirits can come to us. You have to have such pure pride. We are the children of God, the very highest on high, and so we children are also the highest on high. Our behavior and interaction with others have to be royal. So, how does our behavior and interaction be? Baba says our behavior and interaction with others have to be royal. The Father can understand from someone's behavior that he is completely not worth a penny. So, Baba can understand from someone's behavior that he is completely not worth a penny. He doesn't have the right to be called a child of his. A physical father also feels like that when he sees that a child of his is not worthy. That one is also the father. So, Brahma Baba is also the father. Baba says a physical father also feels like that when he sees that a child of his is not worthy. You children know that the Father is teaching us, but there are some who don't understand anything at all. They don't have the faith or intoxication that the unlimited Father is explaining to us. Baba says the intellects of you children should be so elevated. We are the children of such an elevated father. The father explains so much to you. Internally, just think. We are the children of such a father who is the highest on high. Therefore, our characters have to be so elevated. So, Baba tells us internally, just think. What should we think? We are the children of such a father who is the highest on high. Therefore, our characters have to be so elevated. The praise of the deities should also be our praise. There isn't any praise of the subjects. Only Lakshmi and Narayan have been shown. So, you children should do such good service. Both Lakshmi and Narayan did that service. Such an elevated intellect is needed. There is no change at all in some children. Baba says when they are defeated by Maya, they become even more spoiled. So, what is Baba saying? Both Lakshmi and Narayan did that service, so such an elevated intellect is needed. We children should also do such good service. However, what is Baba saying? There is no change at all in some children. When they are defeated by Maya, they become even more spoiled. Otherwise, there should be so much intoxication within. So, what kind of intoxication should we have? Baba says there should be so much intoxication within. We are the children of the unlimited Father. The Father says, continue to give everyone my introduction. It is only by doing service that you will become beautiful. Only then will you be able to climb into the Father's heart. A child should be such that he is seated in the Father's heart. A father has so much love for his children. He sits them on his head. So, Baba says a father has so much love for his children, he sits them on his head. He has such attachment to his children. But that is the limited attachment of Maya. This is unlimited. Would there be a father who would not be happy to see his children? Baba asks. The mother and father would have a lot of happiness. When you are sitting here, you should understand that Baba is teaching you. So what should we understand? Baba says when you are sitting here, you should understand that Baba is teaching you. Baba is our obedient teacher. The unlimited Father must definitely have done some service, for that is why he is remembered. These are such wonderful matters. He is praised so much. Whilst sitting here, you have to have that intoxication in your intellects. So, Baba says whilst sitting here, you have to have that intoxication in your intellects. Sannyasis belong to the path of isolation. Their religion is separate. The Father explains this too at this time. You didn't know about the path of renunciation. You used to live on the family path and perform devotion, etc. You now receive this knowledge. But those people are not going to receive this knowledge. You are studying such an elevated study and you are sitting here on the floor in such an ordinary way. So, Baba tells us, you didn't know about the path of renunciation, unlike the sannyasis, because their religion is separate. Baba says, you used to live on the family path and perform devotion, etc. You now receive this knowledge, but those people are not going to receive this knowledge. Baba tells us and increases our enthusiasm by saying, you are studying such an elevated study and you are sitting here on the floor in such an ordinary way. In the Dilwala temple, you are also sitting down doing tapasya and paradise has been portrayed up above. Seeing paradise on the ceiling, people think that heaven must be up there. So, you children should understand internally that this is a school. You are studying here. So, what should we understand internally? Baba says you children should understand internally that this is a school. You are studying here. Whenever you go for a walk or tour anywhere, if you have these thoughts in your intellects, you will enjoy yourselves so much. No one in the world knows the unlimited Father. Have you ever seen such a fool who doesn't know the biography of his father after becoming his child? So Baba questions us and says, have you ever seen such a fool who doesn't know the biography of his father after becoming his child. Because of not knowing him, they say that God is omnipresent. They say of God, He is worthy of worship and a worshipper. You children should have so much happiness inside you. We were so elevated and worthy of worship. Then we became the worshippers of ourselves. Shiv Baba makes you so elevated, and then, according to the drama, you are the ones who begin to worship Him. The world doesn't know when devotion began. The Father continues to explain to you children every day. Whilst you are sitting here, you should have the happiness inside you of knowing who is teaching you. So what is Baba telling us? Whilst you are sitting here, you should have the happiness inside you of knowing who is teaching you. God Himself comes and teaches you. You would never even have heard this. Those people think that Sri Krishna is the God of the Gita and that Sri Krishna must therefore be teaching you. Acha, even if you think it is Sri Krishna, even then your stage should be so elevated. There is a book written about the directions of human beings and the directions of God. The deities don't need to take directions. People want God's directions. The deities had already received the directions in their previous birth, through which they attained a high status. Baba says you children are now receiving Srimad in order to become elevated. There is so much difference between God's directions and the directions of human beings. What do the directions of human beings say and what do God's directions say? So, you definitely have to follow God's directions. So, Baba says there is a difference between God's directions and the directions of human beings. Baba says and asks us rather, what do the directions of human beings say and what do God's directions say? So, once we know the difference, so you definitely have to follow God's directions. When you go to meet anyone, you don't take anything with you. You don't even remember to take a gift you should give someone. This contrast between human directions and God's directions is very necessary. Baba says, as human beings, you followed devilish diktats, whereas you are now receiving God's directions. There is so much difference in those. All of those scriptures, etc., are written by human beings. So, Baba says, as human beings, you followed devilish diktats, whereas you are now receiving God's directions. And there is so much difference in both of them. All of those scriptures, etc., are written by human beings. Does the Father come here after reading some scriptures? Baba asks us. The Father says, am I a child of some father? Am I a disciple of a guru with whom I have studied? So, all of these things also have to be explained. Baba says, although he knows that you have monkey intellects, you are also those who are going to become worthy of being in a temple. There are many who follow the diktats of human beings, but you tell them what you are becoming by following God's directions and that He is teaching you. It is God who speaks. We go to study with Him. We go to Him every day for an hour or 3/4 of an hour. You don't need to spend too much time in class. Baba says you can be on the pilgrimage of remembrance whilst walking and moving around. Both this knowledge and yoga are very easy. Alpha is just the one letter. On the path of devotion, there are many scriptures. Baba says if you were to collect them all, the whole house would be filled with scriptures. There must have been so much expenditure on those. The Father now shows you a very easy thing. Simply remember the Father. So, the Father now shows us a very easy thing. Simply remember the Father, he says. You will then definitely have the Father's inheritance of the sovereignty of heaven. Baba says you are the masters of the world. Bharat was heaven. Have you forgotten that? That would also be said to be destined in the drama. So, Bharat was once heaven. Baba is asking all of us, have you forgotten that? But that would also be said to be destined in the drama. The Father has now come. He comes to teach you every 5,000 years. The inheritance from the unlimited Father would surely be the heaven of the new world. This is a very simple thing. Baba says because it has been said that it is hundreds of thousands of years, it is as though their intellects have become locked and the locks won't open at all. So, Baba is telling us about the people who are agyanis and not in this knowledge, that because it has been said that it is hundreds of thousands of years, it is as though their intellects have become locked and that locks won't open at all. They are locked to such an extent that people are unable to understand such an easy thing, that the world will repeat itself every 5,000 years. The Father explains, only the one matter is enough. You mustn't teach a great deal. Here you can make anyone into a resident of heaven in just a second. However, this is a school and this is why your study continues all the time. So Baba says this is a school and this is why our study continues all the time. The Father, the ocean of knowledge, is giving you so much of this knowledge that even if you were to make the ocean into ink and all the forests into pens, there would be no end to this knowledge. So what is Baba telling us? The Father, the ocean of knowledge, who is coming to us every day and giving us knowledge, is giving you so much of this knowledge that even if you were to make the ocean into ink and all the forests into pens, there would be no end to this knowledge. Baba asks, how long has it been since you started imbibing this knowledge? It has been half the cycle since you began doing devotion. You received this knowledge in only one birth. The Father is teaching you for the new world. In a worldly school, you study for so long. You study continually from the age of 5 to about 20 to 22 years old. So Baba is giving us a logic example. You study continually from the age of 5 to about 20 to 22 years old. If you earn very little and spend a lot, there would be loss. The Father makes you so solvent. You then become insolvent. Look what the condition of Bharat is now. Baba says, you should explain with intoxication. You mothers should become very alert. It is remembered of you, salutations to the mothers. It is not said salutations to Mother Earth. So we say salutations to the mothers and it is not said salutations to Mother Earth. Salutations are given to human beings. Only the children who are free from bondage are able to do this service. So Baba says only the children who are free from bondage will be able to do this service. Just as they became free from bondage in the previous cycle, so they continue to become free now. Innocent ones are assaulted so much. You know that you have found the Father, and so you understand that you now have to do the Father's service. You need courage to speak. Baba says those who have this knowledge can easily become free from bondage. You can even explain to the judges, I want to do spiritual service. The spiritual Father is teaching us. Christians at least say, liberate us, become our guide. Their understanding is still better than that of the people of Bharat. So what is Baba telling us? Christians at least say, liberate us, become our guide. Their understanding is still better than that of the people of Bharat. Amongst you children, those who are very sensible have a keen interest in doing service. So in the last couple of days, Murli, Baba has been highlighting on the aspect of service. Here also Baba has highlighted the word, amongst you children, those who are very sensible have a keen interest in doing service. They understand that they will win a huge lottery by doing godly service. Some don't even understand the lottery, etc. They will then go there and become maids and servants. They feel in their hearts, it is fine if I become a maid or a cremator because at least I will be in heaven. Their activity is also seen to be like that. You understand that the unlimited Father is explaining to you This Dada also explains. So, who is this Dada? Brahma Baba. Baba says, you understand that the unlimited Father is explaining to you. This Dada also explains, meaning Brahma Baba also explains in the corporeal form. The Father teaches you children through this one, meaning through Brahma Baba. Some don't even understand this much. As soon as they depart from here, everything is finished. While sitting here, it is as though they don't understand anything. Their intellects wander outside and they keep stumbling. Not a single evil spirit is removed. Who is teaching you and what do you become? Some will become maids and servants of the wealthy people too. Even now, wealthy ones have many maids and servants. You should completely fly on service. So, again, Baba is highlighting the word service and says, you should completely fly on service. You children have become instruments to establish peace. You are establishing peace and happiness in the world. You know that you are establishing this in a practical way by following Srimad. There mustn't be any peacelessness in this at all. Baba has seen many good homes here too. So Baba says he has seen many such good homes here too. In one home, there would be 6 or 7 daughters-in-law living together with so much love. There would be total peace there. They would say that they have heaven there. There are no conflicts of any type. All are obedient. At that time, Baba also used to have thoughts of renunciation. He used to have disinterest in the world. This now is unlimited disinterest. Nothing should be remembered. Baba would forget all the names. So here we are talking about Brahma Baba and how he developed in Gyan. Children say, Baba, do you remember me? Baba says, I have to forget everyone. Do not forget and do not remember. There is unlimited disinterest. Everyone has to be forgotten. We are not residents of this place. The Father has come to give you the inheritance of His heaven. The unlimited Father says, remember me and you will become the masters of the world. It is very good to explain this badge to others. So Baba is talking of the importance of the badge. He says it is very good to explain this badge to others. If someone asks for one, tell them, first of all, understand it and then take it. By understanding this badge, you can receive the sovereignty of the world. Shiv Baba is giving directions through this Brahma. Remember me and this is what you will become. Those who study the Gita and who belong to the deity religion will understand this very well. Some even ask the question, why do the deities fall? Oh, but this cycle continues to turn. So, Baba replies that this cycle continues to turn and so the deities fall. They all continue to take rebirth and so they would come down, would they not? The cycle has to turn. It definitely enters each one's heart. Why am I unable to do service? Definitely there is something lacking in me. So, a good Brahmin would definitely do introspection. Baba says it definitely enters each one's heart. Why am I unable to do service? Definitely there is something lacking in me. The evil spirits of Maya have caught hold of you by the nose. You children understand that you now have to go home and that you will then go to the new world and rule there. You are travelers. You come here from that faraway land to play your parts. So what do we come here for? Baba says we have come here to play our parts from the faraway land. It is now in your intellects that you have to go to the land of immortality. This land of death is to end. The Father explains a great deal. You have to imbibe this very well. You should continue to digest this. The Father has also explained the illnesses of the suffering of karma will emerge. So what has Baba explained? The illnesses of the suffering of karma will emerge. Maya will harass you, but you mustn't become confused. If even a small thing happens, people become very troubled. During an illness, people remember God even more. In Bengal, when a person falls ill, he is told to chant the name of Rama. When they see that someone is about to die, they take him to the Ganges and make him chant the name of Hari. So, why do they then need to bring him back and cremate him? Just put him in the Ganges. He will become food for the alligators and fish. That body would at least be useful. Parsis keep the body over a well, and those bones are also useful. So, Baba is telling us the concept of doing even Haddi Haddi Seva, or like even for Parsis, Baba is explaining that they keep a body over a well, and those bones are also useful because the dead bodies are then consumed by the vultures. The father says, you have to forget everything else and remember me. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and we the spiritual children also say namaste to our spiritual father. Today's essence for dharana has 2 points. The first point, become free from bondage and do true service of Bharat. Explain with intoxication. Baba says the spiritual father is teaching us. We are now on spiritual service. Let there be the enthusiasm to do godly service. Second point, do not be confused or troubled by any illness of the suffering of karma or by any storms of Maya. Continue to digest the knowledge that the Father has given you and remain cheerful while having remembrance of the Father. The blessing for today, may you be an elevated soul and celebrate the memorial of both your incorporeal and corporeal forms according to the discipline. So let's hear the blessing today on this Deepavali. Baba says, may you be an elevated soul and celebrate the memorial of both your incorporeal and corporeal forms according to the discipline. Baba explains, Deepmala, or the festival of the garland of lights, is a memorial of you many imperishable ignited lamps. So what is Deepmala? The festival of the garland of lights is a memorial of you many imperishable ignited lamps. You sparkling souls are seen as lamp flames, and so the memorial of the divine lights of you sparkling souls is shown in the form of physical lamp flames. So let's hear this again. Baba says, Deepmala is a memorial of you many imperishable ignited lamps. You sparkling souls are seen as lamp flames, and so the memorial of the divine lights of you sparkling souls is shown in the form of physical lamp flames. Therefore, on the one hand, there is the memorial of you incorporeal souls, and on the other hand, there is the memorial of your future corporeal divine forms as Lakshmi. This Deepmala enables each of you to attain a deity status. So, you elevated souls celebrate your own memorial. So, let's hear the blessing once again. On this Deepmala, Baba says, may you be an elevated soul and celebrate the memorial of both your incorporeal and corporeal forms according to your discipline. Finally, the slogan for today, in order to change anything negative to positive, let your feelings be pure and unlimited. Slogan once again, in order to change anything from negative to positive, let your feelings be pure and unlimited. Acha, Om Shanti.